Hello everyone, this is Charles from Tandem Tea coming at you from the great city of New Orleans. I'm here today to unbox and taste the two latest teas from our Tandem Teas of the Month subscription service, and this month it is all about herbal teas. So let's not waste any more time, let's get right into it. Here we go. So the phrase herbal tea is not technically a correct term in the world of tea. If you didn't see my old video about what is tea, where I go into the difference between teas and herbal teas, I highly recommend you check it out. But for right now, basically all tea comes from the same plant. White, green, oolong, black, dark. They all come from one plant, and that's called the Camellia sinensis plant, also known as the tea plant. However, there's tons of other herbals out there made from things that don't have the tea plant in them, like chamomile, peppermint, lemongrass, ginger, hibiscus. These are called tisanes, but can also be referred to as herbal teas. I know that it's not the correct term. I personally don't like to spread that term, but that's just what everyone in America calls tea. So let's talk about the two teas that I have today. The first one is my chamomile blend that I call Calming Chamomile. Chamomile is one of the most popular herbal teas out there, but for me, it just doesn't pack a lot of excitement. When I was making my own chamomile blend, I wanted to make sure I added some more elements to it to make it a bit more exciting. So when I thought of chamomile, how soothing it is, I thought, well, okay, I want other herbal blends that will make it more interesting, but also add to that calming effect. So I wanted to add other ingredients like spearmint and lemon verbena. Obviously the mint comes out really strong, but you can also pick up on that more herbal, medicinal kind of chamomile scent. It's quite nice. So this is a pretty good mint tea substitute. It's a pretty good chamomile substitute. It's the best of both worlds combined into one tea. What more could you ask for? The second herbal tea that I have today is one of the most popular herbal teas I've ever had on my menu. Wholesale partners love this tea. It's pretty much the default herbal for tons of cafe partners that I have here in the city of New Orleans. And that largely goes towards its very complex herbaceous flavor. Not only does it have peppermint in it, but it has cardamom, licorice root, basil, and clove leaf oils. And those oils really fill your palate and give you this very, very strong herbaceous flavor that, combined with the mint and other high quality ingredients in this tea, make this super complex, super invigorating herbal blend that's one of my favorites and one of the favorites of many, many partners that I have in cafes throughout the city. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get to pouring and let's do this. Alright, so before I get into tasting, let's just quickly talk about how I brewed these teas. For herbal teas, I don't necessarily recommend Kung Fu style or Asian style. I recommend a nice Western style, so 1 gram of dried tea leaves for every 2 ounces of water. For water temperature, you can have anything just under boiling. 200 degrees to boiling is totally fine. When it comes to brew time, you can go anywhere from 4 to 5 minutes. I mean, herbal teas in general, compared to real teas, they're not as easy to over extract. There's not tannins to extract to make a bitter, astringent brew. So you generally have a lot more flexibility with herbal teas. It really depends on what's in them. But with teas with like the visceral mint and the common chamomile, boiling water just under it for 4 to 5 minutes and you are good to go. So looking at the liqueur of these two teas, they're almost completely identical. The chamomile's a little bit lighter. I think that just comes down to chamomile itself just generally having a lighter liqueur compared to what's in the visceral mint, compared to the the extra peppermint and the cardamom and the licorice root, giving it a little bit darker color here, but they're so similar. The smell in here is very, very minty. It smells really good. I'm excited to drink these, and let's get started with the chamomile. So the calming chamomile, the smell right away is very, very minty, but you still have these nice herbaceous flavor notes coming from the chamomile and from the lemon verbena. You get some slight citrus, but it's mostly the floral, slightly kind of like this bale of hay from the chamomile that comes through. There's no oils in this tea, so it's very light-bodied, very light on the palate, and I can see after a long day or a heavy meal, this being very relaxing, this being very comforting. It's very relaxed. It's not an aggressive tea at all, and it's really quite enjoyable, very soothing. Chamomile has a variety of reported health benefits. It's almost always used as like a sleep aid. It can also help with an upset stomach, and those kind of calming effects enhanced with the spearmint and the lemongrass and the lemon balm created just a really calming sensation that is really quite enjoyable for me. Let's switch over to the visceral mint. Oh, I mean, the aroma coming from the mint is much, much stronger in the visceral mint compared to the calming chamomile. And I just think that's peppermint versus spearmint. Peppermint is a little bit more aggressive when you smell the leaves. It's a lot stronger flavor. I'm also getting, the licorice and the clove and the basil. They're all very strong in here. It's a much more complex aroma, slightly more aggressive aroma compared to the chamomile. But let's go ahead and give it a taste. Whoa. One of the things you notice right away, especially after drinking the calming chamomile, is the oils in the visceral mint. That's the basil oils and the clove oils. And those make like a coating in your palate. And because there's some things that are very herbaceous and very sweet, like cloves and basil, it just gives off this very kind of complex, very plant-based, but still spicy kind of flavor. But then you have the licorice and you have the peppermint that are also both really strong flavors, but they're on the sweet side and the minty side. And that very powerful, sweety, minty herbal taste combined with the oils from the herbaceous cloves and basil and the spiciness from those cloves and basil. They're both aggressive, but when they come together, it's not this obnoxious aggressive. When they come together, it's like this medley. I think being able to combine all these aggressive flavors into a tea that's this well balanced and non-confrontational is a very good achievement. This is something that people would want to bring into their ritual of tea drinking late at night. Alright guys, that's the tasting of the latest Tandem Teas of the Month subscription service. We don't always have herbal teas. Most of the time they're real teas from the Camellia sinensis plant. So if you have any interest in learning more about them, you can watch other videos where we taste through previous month subscriptions. You can also go to the website tandemtea.com and subscribe today. We'd love to have you join the party. We're also having a couple other giveaways and things of that nature as a way to grow this channel. The first being we are giving away free samples. You heard me, free tea to anyone who's interested. No shipping, no hidden fees, no payment information required. You can go ahead and find the Google form in the link below. All we need is your email address, your name, a shipping address, and we will send, and your tasting preferences. We want to make sure we send you something you're interested in. And then we'll go ahead and send that to your house free of charge. And I'll sneak a little note in there as well and some other goodies. So if you have any interest in tea at all, you literally have nothing to lose. Go check that out. Another thing that we're offering on this channel now is going to be a monthly giveaway. All you need to do to enter to win is things like our Facebook page or watch these videos, and you're entered to win a monthly drawing. And the giveaways can be steep discount codes to our website, but they can also be things like our tea collector starter kit. So make sure you check that and that you enter every month. Not a lot of people are entering these right now, so you have a very good chance of winning, and we love to send people stuff. And any way you interact with this channel and Tandem Tea Company as a whole is always greatly appreciated and does make a difference. Every single person makes a difference. So thank you guys so much for listening to me talk and taste all these delicious herbal teas. I hope you had a good time, and I hope you're excited about trying some of these. I mean, guys, these teas are, in the world of herbals, are so good. I mean, wow, I'm still tasting the visceral mint in my mouth. It's quite pleasant. I'm going to have minty breath for the rest of the day, and I'm super excited about that. So thank you everyone for watching. Have a great day, and as always, steep on steeping on. See you next time.